Ever wonder why certain states seem to have so much space? Like you look at a map, and there are huge chunks of the US that are practically empty. Well, today we're diving deep into the secrets of 9 states, where you're more likely to find a mountain lion than another human. We're talking stunning landscapes, but also economic struggles, harsh weather, and a whole different way of life. We'll explore why these states are so sparsely populated and what it's really like to live there. Is it all breathtaking sunsets and peaceful living, or are there downsides to all that open space? Stick around to find out. I think you'll be surprised by what you learn. And hey, if you're new here, and you love learning about personal finance, real estate, and well, the occasional geographical mystery, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Now let's get into it. Link to video in the description. Wyoming, it's practically synonymous with wide open spaces. We're talking breathtaking mountain ranges, vast plains, and more cows than people. Seriously, the cow population outnumbers the human population by a landslide. But that's part of what makes Wyoming so appealing to some. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of city life, breathe in the fresh air, and feel a sense of freedom that's hard to find elsewhere. However, that isolation comes at a cost. The economy is heavily reliant on tourism and agriculture, which can be seasonal and unpredictable. And let's be real, if you're looking for a thriving social scene or a wide range of job opportunities, Wyoming might not be the best fit. But hey, if you're someone who values peace and quiet, loves the great outdoors, and doesn't mind driving a few hours to reach the nearest target, Wyoming might just be your paradise. Just be prepared to invest in a good pair of boots and a heavy-duty winter coat, because those Wyoming winters are no joke. Alaska, the last frontier. It's a land of rugged beauty, abundant wildlife, and enough natural resources to make any oil tycoon drool. But it's also a place of extreme conditions, long, dark winters, and a cost of living that would make your wallet cry. We're talking about a place where you can see the northern lights dancing across the sky one minute and get stuck in a blizzard the next, where bears outnumber people and a trip to the grocery store can turn into an all-day expedition. But for those who crave adventure, Alaska is the ultimate playground. It's a place where you can hike glaciers, fish for salmon the size of small children, and experience a sense of remoteness that's almost impossible to find anywhere else in the lower 48. Just be prepared to pay a premium for, well, pretty much everything. From groceries to gas to housing, Alaska's cost of living is significantly higher than the national average. And don't even get me started on the shipping costs. North Dakota, the Peace Garden state. It's a place known for its vast prairies, friendly people, and, well, that's about it. Okay, I'm kidding, sort of. North Dakota is also a major producer of oil and agricultural products, but that doesn't change the fact that it's one of the least populated states in the US for a reason. The job market can be tough, especially if you're not in the energy or agriculture industries. And the weather? Let's just say you better like all 4 seasons, because you're going to experience them all in extremes. We're talking scorching hot summers, brutally cold winters, and enough wind to power a small country. But hey, if you're looking for a place with a low cost of living, a strong sense of community, and more peace and quiet than you can shake a stick at, North Dakota might just surprise you. Just don't expect to find a Starbucks on every corner or a Whole Foods within a 100-mile radius. Chapter 4, South Dakota. Home of Mount Rushmore and not much else. South Dakota, land of the free, home of the, well, Mount Rushmore. Let's be honest, that's probably what first comes to mind when you think of South Dakota. And while this iconic monument is definitely worth a visit, it's not exactly representative of the entire state. South Dakota is also home to the Black Hills, the Badlands, and vast stretches of prairie that seem to stretch on forever. It's a beautiful state, no doubt, but it's also incredibly rural and sparsely populated. The economy is largely based on agriculture and tourism, which can be seasonal and unpredictable. And like its northern neighbor, South Dakota isn't exactly known for its thriving job market or bustling nightlife. But if you're looking for a place with a slower pace of life, stunning natural beauty, and a strong sense of community, South Dakota might just be worth a look. Just be prepared to drive a long way to get there and to see a lot of cows along the way. Montana, big sky, big mountains, big emptiness. Montana, the treasure state. It's a land of towering mountains, pristine lakes, and enough wide open spaces to make you feel like you've stepped back in time. But it's also a place where you're more likely to encounter a grizzly bear than another human being. Montana is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts with world-class hiking, fishing, hunting, and skiing. But it's not exactly a hub for career opportunities or cultural attractions. The economy is heavily reliant on tourism, agriculture, and natural resources, which can be subject to boom and bust cycles. And the winters, let's just say you better have a good pair of snow tires and a warm jacket, but if you're someone who values solitude, loves the great outdoors, and doesn't mind driving hours to reach the nearest grocery store, Montana might just be your dream come true. Just be prepared to embrace a slower pace of life and a whole lot of peace and quiet. Vermont, where the syrup flows and the winters bite. Vermont, the Green Mountain State. It's a place known for its stunning fall foliage, quaint villages, and of course its delicious maple syrup. But beneath its idyllic exterior lies a state with a surprisingly small population and a challenging economic landscape. Vermont's economy is heavily reliant on tourism, agriculture, and small businesses. While this creates a charming and independent spirit, it also means that job opportunities can be limited, especially for those in specialized fields. And let's not forget about those winters. Vermont winters are notoriously long, dark, and snowy. We're talking about the kind of winters that make you want to curl up by the fire with a good book and a hot cup of cocoa, preferably made with Vermont maple syrup, of course. But if you're someone who values community, loves the outdoors, and doesn't mind a little bit, okay, a lot of snow, Vermont might just steal your heart. Just be prepared to invest in a good pair of snow boots and a heavy-duty winter coat, and maybe a snow shovel or two. New Hampshire, small state, big taxes. New Hampshire, the granite state. It's a place known for its rugged individualism, stunning mountain scenery, and its fierce commitment to low taxes. That's right, New Hampshire is one of the few states in the US with no sales tax or income tax. But don't pack your bags just yet. While New Hampshire's low taxes might sound appealing, they come at a cost. The state's infrastructure, particularly its roads and bridges, is in dire need of repair, and its education system is chronically underfunded. But hey, at least you can buy your tax-free cigarettes and fireworks without breaking the bank, right? All jokes aside, New Hampshire is a beautiful state with a lot to offer. Its stunning mountain ranges, picturesque lakes, and charming small towns make it a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts and those seeking a slower pace of life. Just be prepared to pay your fair share in property taxes and to contribute to the occasional fundraiser for the local school district. Maine lobsters, lighthouses, and loneliness. Maine, the Pine Tree State. It's a land of rugged coastlines, charming fishing villages, and of course its world-famous lobsters. But beneath its picturesque exterior lies a state with a shrinking population and a challenging economic climate. Maine's economy is heavily reliant on tourism, fishing, and forestry, industries that can be seasonal and unpredictable. And its aging population and lack of job opportunities have led to a steady exodus of young people seeking better prospects elsewhere. But for those who value solitude, love the outdoors, and don't mind a little bit, okay, a lot of cold weather, Maine can be a magical place. Its stunning coastline, pristine lakes, and vast forests offer endless opportunities for exploration and adventure. Just be prepared to invest in a good pair of waterproof boots, a warm winter coat, and maybe a lobster trap or two. West Virginia, wild and wonderful and empty. West Virginia, the mountain state. It's a land of rolling hills, dense forests, and a rich history tied to coal mining. But it's also a state facing significant economic challenges and a shrinking population. The decline of the coal industry has hit West Virginia hard, leading to job losses, poverty, and a sense of uncertainty about the future. And its rugged terrain and lack of infrastructure have made it difficult to attract new industries and investment. But West Virginia is also a state of resilient people, stunning natural beauty, and a strong sense of community. Its mountains offer world-class hiking, biking, and whitewater rafting, and its small towns are filled with friendly faces and a slower pace of life. Whether West Virginia can overcome its economic challenges and attract new residents remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, this state's wild and wonderful spirit is here to stay. The future of empty America. So, will these 9 states ever see a population boom? It's hard to say. Factors like remote work opportunities, climate change, and shifting economic landscapes could all play a role. Maybe some will become havens for remote workers seeking a slower pace of life, or perhaps others will see renewed interest in their natural resources. One thing's for sure, these states offer a unique glimpse into a different side of America. They remind us that there's beauty in simplicity, value in community, and wonder in wide open spaces. If you're ever feeling adventurous, I encourage you to venture off the beaten path and explore these often overlooked corners of our country. You might just be surprised by what you discover. And hey, if you do, let me know in the comments below. I'm always up for a good road trip.